The Analog 4 is a 4-voice analog synthesizer with 4 sequencer tracks, as well as an FX sequencer and CV or control voltage sequencer track, while the Analog Rytm is an 8-voice analog drum machine and sampler with 12 sequencer tracks and an effects sequencer track. So currently these machines are running on operating system 1.40 and 1.50, and these operating systems unlock new features that were not available with the original release. So let's dive in and talk about 4 of the features from the new 1.4 and 1.5 OS. These updated features apply to both Analog 4 and Analog Rytm Mark II, and they are sequencer MIDI out, parameter randomization, tempo per pattern, and simultaneous performance macro control. So I'm going to explain what those are and show you a brief example. So first, and probably my favorite new feature, all the sequencer tracks can now be set to send sequencer data through the MIDI out or USB ports to control external MIDI gear. Each track sends note on, off, and velocity data over MIDI. So let me give you an example. I've got the CV track here sending MIDI data to the DO5. And you can see the sequence here that I've recorded down in the sequencer track. Next is the parameter randomization function. So you can randomize the parameter values on a parameter page by pressing parameter and yes to randomize. So let's do this on the snare drum. Oh, that's pretty cool. Now I have a whole new snare drum sound. Number 3 on our list is tempo per pattern. So what this means is now you have the option to set a specific tempo for every pattern within a project. So here's an example. Right now my tempo is at 90, and if I want to jump to the next pattern, I'm going to double time it real quick and bring it up to 180, and you're going to see that reflected here on the tempo page. A little crazy. And then back to our 90 BPM tempo on pattern 1. And finally, the macro performance control. You can control multiple performance macros simultaneously with the quick performance amount knob. So let me show you what that looks like. In the performance configure page, you can add up to 5 modulation sources for a single macro. So in this instance, I've got filter control, overdrive control, and reverb control. And I can control all of those individually here, but I want to be able to control all of them simultaneously from a single knob. So I hold the quick performance button up here, and I can select 1 to 10 performance controls all from a single knob here. But I just want to control these 3, so let's just select those 3 main ones, and we can jam.